Hello everybody, I am Sammy15 here, and welcome to another PAVA talk. Before I go into any further, I want to let you guys know if you're clicking this video expecting to see a video of this exact moment, then please leave. This exact moment is from Fate Zero, where the meeting between kings, between Saber, Rider, and Archer, or in the real life names let's see. um, King Arthur, Gilgamesh, and I think Alexander the Great. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if that's the exact name, but at least that's what I think. As you can see, this is what those three things, the girl, the big guy, and the blondie are. The other two are meh. I'm not really going to discuss those two today, but this exact moment is probably one of the best moments in anime history, if you've ever seen it. Um, If you've seen the show and you've seen this episode, I think it's like episode 11, where these three start talking. If you've seen this moment, you know it's a pretty awesome moment, or you should know anyway. It's probably one of the best moments in anime history, in my opinion. But what makes this unique is that most moments in anime history are something along the lines of an epic fight scene, or something kind of cute, or something involving romance, or something along those lines. That makes this moment different, because it's not. All it is just them talking. I mean, sure, there's a bit of a fight scene in there, but it takes the whole entire episode just to have a discussion and talk, and, you know, in an anime like this where there's a lot of action, and there's like a scene where they just talk, yet you can feel yourself being enthralled and thrown into there, and you're going, wow, this is pretty cool. It doesn't really happen where just someone talking can get you all worked up like this. But this anime did it really well. This is one of my favorite animes of all time, to be honest. And I really did like this anime. So I'm gonna basically assume that you've seen this anime before. If you're not, then you probably should just leave too. But kind of mumbling, but blah blah blah. Anyway, this moment was pretty cool because it involved three kings talking about their ideals and beliefs, and my favorite character in the series, Alexander Rider, was basically saying what he believed in, and Archer basically said, "I may not agree with you, but I respect you somewhat, and I look forward to killing you." You know, Gilgamesh is a pretty, or Archer, whatever you want to call him, is a pretty, he's a stuck-up douchebag. That's basically what he is. He's pretty cool though, in a way, because he's a stuck-up douchebag, but he does it with all his style. You can't help but liking this villain somewhat, but hate him so much at the same time. Gilgamesh, or Archer, pretty much, I feel like he somewhat respects him. I mean, for the most part, he can just go, "Hey, I don't like you," and that's what he does with most of the other cast members. He just views them as scum and just goes on his merry way. I think he views a writer as a worthy, not necessarily worthy challenge, but someone that to be, you know, he sees as a foe. He recognizes him as a foe. He recognizes him as an imposter king, and he's cool with that. He respects him on some kind of level. I don't know if a douchebag can respect him, but can respect someone. But that's what the bye-bye got off. It's a mutual agreement that of what would happen, and that's what I thought was kind of cool. With Ryder and Saber though, or Arthur, whatever you want to call her, her ideals and Ryder's ideals are totally different, and that's what is different. Like, their ideals not only different, but neither of them really respects the other's opinion that much, because they're completely, totally opposite of what they view what a king should be. Why I felt like Archer kind of agreed with Ryder for somewhat what of how a king should act and behave, and was kind of mocking Saber at the end. But they feel like they had somewhat of a mutual agreement, Ryder and Archer. There's no agreement between Saber and Ryder. And he's a king, and even though he's an animated character, you can just feel his charisma just flowing through the TV. And the English dub VA, I forgot who he was, nailed this perfectly. It's not even funny how good the dub VA was in this. The English dub was you can feel the charisma when I watched the dub, because I watched the sub first, then I watched the dub, and I'm watching the dub, and I'm going, holy crap! I just feel the charisma flowing through my monitor, and I'm going, how? I feel like I'm stunned silent. And not only that, he almost kind of convinces Saber and makes her feel like trapped in a corner that he may actually be right there. And his philosophy was really cool. I don't necessarily agree with it, but it could have helped with like kind of respecting his point of view. It's not only is his point of view backed up by what he believes in and shown, and he showed this throughout his whole entire life. If he wants something, he takes it, then that's what he believes a king should act. A king should act selfishly and unjust in a tyrant way, but at the same time, a king should act like be something his men want to be, or something his men want to admire. And these claims of Saber not doing that at all in her life, that instead of being someone that would lead, all she did was, for the most part, was just kind of act behind her silly ideals and didn't really give anyone to follow, and didn't really lead her country. And that's what Ryder was saying, and I could have helped but agree with the guy. This is just how charismatic this guy is. And it's very hard to nail a character like that. And like this VA did. I forgot his name, but I probably should look it up later. I think he did a phenomenal job. Most people go, oh, dub. Ugh, I hate dub. I hate dub. You know, some dub, in my opinion, is better than than some subs, but kind of like Black Lagoon was, and Pantheon Stock and Gardevoir, which may not exactly be the best comparison, but I felt this was really good and really well made. I love this anime a lot, and I especially love that moment in history. It's just because of the three of them just talking. You should probably just look this up at your own. I think you said episode 11. You can probably find this on most anime sites. You can find this in English dub or English sub. I think it's episode 11 or 10, 11, or 12, somewhere around those. It's early preteens. I don't know that much. Early teens. But yeah, this is just might be one of the most epic moments in anime history, my opinion. You can think this might be the most awful, but you have to admit that freaking Ryder was a very charismatic individual. And I believe that throughout this whole scene, he shined tremendously. Some characters don't get less spotlight than others, and I feel like it was mostly a Saber and Archer show during some parts of the anime. They tried to equally distribute it, but sometimes I just felt it was heavily Saber and Archer, because those two are actually in the other series, which, by the way, is kind of garbage compared to this one, but like I said, Ryder shined in this moment. He shined in this moment. One of the most epic lines, I think, in anime history, he said to people who were intruding on their meeting, or their discussion, or their talk, "The king's words for all to hear. Come, take this wine as your own blood." And they shoot the wine out of his hand. He's like, "Fine then. I said think of this wine as your blood, and if you insist on spilling it then, well, I have no other option now, do I?" That was pretty cool. Like I said, if you've never seen this anime before, which I don't even know why you're still here if you've never seen it before. If you've never seen this before, I very recommend watching it just for that moment alone. But that's me. I'm Samuel15. I'm signing off here. Please like, subscribe for more stuff like this, and I'll talk to you guys next time.